Will happen quite naturally. We've talked about it already, so it's really looking at what got you to this crossroad, what got you to this point in your life where you said, "Whoa, I've experienced something that not many people experienced. I didn't believe it, but now I feel enthused. I want to find out more about it, and I want to share it." So it's really getting to the point of what got you into this place of exploring this spiritual side, because I guess that wasn't part of your gambit before this happened.
No.
So take us back a little bit to what got you to this sort of stage. You know, you didn't suddenly get a visionary moment. You were quite seriously ill, weren't you?
I was. Can I go back a bit before that?
Yeah, please do.
Because it ties up with where I am now.
Yeah, please.
I've done the same job.
Right.
Although working for people, but then coming away and starting my own business.
Right.
But in the same role.
Right.
The same job.
Okay.
And it would have been now, oh dear, 12, 13, 14, 15, 12 years ago. 12 years ago.
Yeah.
I just thought, you know what, I want to change direction here. I'm going to have, you know, my business was sales and marketing, and I'd sit down and I'd talk to people.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
I like that. I
Yeah.
was born, not born, but I was raised and spent years in a pub.
Yeah.
So my house,
Yes.
my front room,
was an open door.
full up with people.
Yes.
All walks of life.
Yeah.
It was fascinating. I like that. And I got along the way. I got to a point. I had 3 of my 4 children to bring up alone due to divorce, and they stayed with me.
Yes.
And that kept me on the straight and narrow.
Yeah.
That was good. I could
Yeah.
focus. And one day I just thought, there's this life coaching free seminar, taster seminar.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a look at that. That something appeals to me there. I've always been a student of personal development.
Yes.
So I went along, and in the morning it was theory. In the afternoon it was put the theory into practice.
Yeah.
I didn't know anybody there. There's probably 80, 90 people, and 90% of them were ladies.
All right.
Okay, great. Look, it was okay. You
Yeah.
know, it was we're all from different backgrounds. And as the teacher, if you like, the seminar leader, spoke about, was talking about the theory, I thought, I do a lot of this naturally.
Yeah.
I do this naturally, but in a commercial sense.
Yes.
But
using that tool set already.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly that, because it doesn't really matter that the chap's, you know, sitting behind a desk or whatever. He's a person.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So, I'm interested in people.
Yeah.
Why they do what they do.
Yes.
You know, it fascinates me.
Yeah.
And and it was fascinating. And I thought, I'm doing this, and then in the afternoon it was the practice, and I sat with a lady who I didn't know.
Yeah.
There was an adjudicator. Okay, throw a problem at Ronnie. You got 15 minutes, then swap round. Throw a problem at a situation.
Yeah.
At him, and off you go.
Yeah.
And she threw me a real problem.
Yeah.
I found out very quickly, and I kind of knew she had the answers. Anyway.
Yeah. Right.
And as I was speaking to her, I could see...
That recognition, maybe?
Yep. And then she stood up, she started crying, and she hugged me and said, "You should do this for a living." I went, "Well, that's why I'm here." That's why I'm here, and I got so much from it.
Yeah.
I got so much from that. So much. And it was lovely. It was an expensive course.
Right.
Had I not had the 3 little children at home with me, I might have invested, but I can only do one thing at a time.
Yeah.
100% properly.
All right.
I can't really, you know, do
Mix and
2
match,
things.
yeah.
No,
Okay.
I can't do that. So I didn't do it, but those feelings that day never left me, and has never left me.
Right.
Got a lot from it. So I carried on doing what I was doing because it was easy. I knew what to do, and it paid the bills.
Yes.
And it kept food, you know,
Yeah.
else. So that was that. Anyway, let's fast forward. I kind of put my life on hold for about 12 years, actually. What I mean by that is the children, they were young, 6, 10, 14, 6, 10. Some were 6, 10 and 14. The 17-year-old was elsewhere.
Yeah.
You know? And it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. It was brilliant. encouraging them.
Yeah. Being a life coach, really.
Yeah.
But a dad as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And we would all do. Well, do you know what I did one day? They came home from school, and I was trying to heal myself.
Yeah.
I'm doing all this stuff a long time ago.
Yeah.
You know, this is great. And I wanted to heal myself because I was crying a lot. I was deeply upset. My heart had been ripped out when my wife left me. I married her twice.
Right.
You know, I mean, I'm quite persistent. I
Yes.
want to keep things together.
Yeah.
But it didn't work out. So, and I thought, you know what, I keep saying I can't, and that's not me as a student of personal development.
No.
I knew, you know, different.
Yeah.
But I was down. You know, I can't, and all this sort of
Yeah.
stuff. I don't like this. Isn't you, Ronnie? So when the children were at school, I got home before I went and picked them up. We were in Spain now, living.
Wow.
In Spain now. So I went down through the garden into the bit at the back where the fruit trees were, and I dug a big hole, a great big hole, big. Took me a long time. Dug a big hole, went back up the top and thought, what I'm going to do when they come home, when we get home, I'm going to get them to write. I'm going to tear lots of bit paper, little things, and I'm going to say to them, no, thanks to you guys, I'm feeling better.
Yeah.
Over your mum. I hid nothing from them.
No.
You know, I cried in front of them.
Yeah, yeah.
They saw all that. But
Yeah.
couldn't help it. And so I wrote out on the bit of paper the things that I wanted to deal with.
Yes.
I wrote them all out.
Yeah.
And I gave them all their bits, and I said, look, no one's going to see what you're writing on here. Nobody. Because they all take the mickey out of each other.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
All their kids. So I wrote, I must stop crying, I must move on, I must become stronger.
Yeah.
And lots
So
of
they're
other
almost
things.
like positive affirmations,
Yes,
aren't they,
sir.
rather than just the problem. You recognise the problem, but by putting a positive affirmation, you're actually saying, I'm ready now to deal with that.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's exactly what that was.
All right, yeah.
Fold it all up, put it in the hat. They were sniggling and going, little Luke 6 going, well, I can do most things.
Yeah.
Well, I'm scared. I'm 6.
Yeah.
But he wrote some stuff out. I never will know.
No.
And we folded them up, and I said we're going to have a funeral now for the I can'ts and the I won'ts. And they thought I'd really lost the plot.
I bet, yeah.
But I loved it.
Yeah.
So we walked down, and I had told them we walked down. Where are we going, Daddy? We go through to the fruit bit.
Yeah.
Okay, a big hole. We're going to have a funeral for these. And that's what we're going. Oh,
yeah, right.
There we go. So we just threw them all in, and I had a spade there, and I threw some dirt over the top.
Yeah.
And I said, come on.
Your
cover them
turn,
all up.
yeah.
Cover them all up. Then we all held hands. We're going to say some prayers now. And we're going to say, cheerio, bye-bye, to all of that.
All that negativity, but there were positive affirmations sitting on the top of it, because a lot of people have written, I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't do that, I can't cope with this. But yours seemed different. Obviously, we don't know what the children wrote, but...
No, they were very different. So we covered them all up. End of story, back in the swimming pool, doing crazy things. You know, that was it, job done.
Yeah.
It was good fun.
Yeah.
So that was then. And I enjoyed all of that. However, not so, well, yeah, I don't know, not so long, a couple of years ago maybe, the children have now left home. Luke, he was in university, so it's just me.
Yeah.
And one of my daughters come to the house one day and said, Dad, look, I just want to talk to you. Like, you know, I don't know if you had a look around, but there's no one here, there's only you here. Now we've all gone.
Yeah. Yes. It's the wake-up call, yeah.
We're all okay, you know?
Yeah.
We're all okay. We've got our partners, we've got our careers, we've got our jobs.
Yeah.
Luke's at uni,
Wow.
okay. Yeah, oh, that was lovely when she said that. And so what I'm going to do, and then anyway, I'm going to create you need to meet somebody, Dad. You do. You need to meet a lady. Well, I'll do that. I'll see someone, I'll have a chat. If they reject me, move on.
Yeah.
Might be Waitrose, might be the gym. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not, that doesn't concern me. Is, you know.
But it must have been a thought at one time.
Oh yes it was, and I suppressed it and carried on with the kids.
Yeah. But you've now done your job with the kids were really happy with what you've done, they've got their own life.
Good memories.
So it now brought it back to maybe it's time for you to move on.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's what she was saying to me. So I, by a complete fluke, met somebody.
Right.
Complete fluke. A complete misclick.
But do you think it was a complete fluke now?
No.
No.
No, not now. Not now.
No.
So there was an instant attraction, there was an instant something
Yep.
else that I couldn't describe at the
Yeah.
time.
You had that connection, maybe. Or
Yeah,
something.
but I couldn't, I didn't know what was happening. I thought, whoa, hold on.
Yeah.
What? I'm almost being drawn into
Yeah.
the screen.
Yeah.
Wow, through the eyes.
Yes.
Anyway, 2 weeks later I landed, she was overseas, 2 weeks later I landed in a country called Moldova.
Mm.
And she had travelled 2 hours from her place called Tiraspol, no one's heard of that, to be there. And when I met her, it
Yeah.
was like,
You'd known her all that time?